Iran admitting that they shot down that Ukrainian plane, shot it down unintentionally, obviously blaming human error. I want to go now to CNN's Frederick Pleitgen. Frederick joins us now from Tehran. Frederick, give us the latest from Tehran about Iran admitting that they shot down this Ukrainian plane, airliner.
Hi there, Don. Yeah, you're absolutely right. The Iranians have just put out a statement saying that they admit that they have shot down this plane. We just got a statement from the Iranian general staff that I want to sort of paraphrase for you because I just heard about it myself. They are essentially saying that because of the tensions, obviously, because they had just conducted that missile strike against those U.S. assets or those bases housing U.S. troops in Iraq, therefore, they say they were in a state of heightened alert. They say their military systems, their air defense systems were in a very sensitive state, that they had put those on high alert. They say that their radars, which they had detected some movement in the air, which they thought might be a threat. And then the key part comes in. They say that this aircraft that took off the Ukrainian Airlines flight was misidentified because it took off from the airport, and then they say made a turn towards a Revolutionary Guard base, which they say is a highly sensitive area. And so, therefore, because of the state of heightened alert, because their air defense system was then also placed in a very sensitive setting, one that makes it go off, obviously, a lot quicker than it usually was, they say that then human error led to the plane being shot down. The General Staff of the military also says that they are going to determine who the culprits were, obviously who was responsible for that error, and then place them in front of a military court. Again, this statement coming up just now. We know, obviously, that the plane was shot down. The Iranians, for now, had been saying that they denied that a missile could have shot it down, but that was the investigative committee of the Iranian Civil Aviation Organization. And this time it is actually, Don, the Iranian military itself coming out and saying, yes, they were the ones that shot this plane down. They say it was human error. They say it was because of those heightened tensions between the U.S. and Iran after the Iranians targeted those bases with the U.S. troops on it. And they're obviously saying they're going to launch an investigation of their own as to how this could happen, who was behind it. And finally, Don, I'm just paraphrasing the statement because I just read it myself. They are saying that they are going to put in place measures to ensure that something like this does not ever happen again. So it does seem as though there is a full admission. After last night, of course, we know that Secretary of State Mike Pompeo came out and said that the U.S. officially now does believe that it's likely that the plane was shot down by surface-to-air missiles, that after the Canadians said exactly the same thing. So now the Iranians themselves also coming out and admitting that they did indeed, by accident, they say, shoot down this plane.
Yeah, other countries were saying the same thing, but the Canadians, obviously, there were many Canadians on board that plane. They were saying that. Stand by, Frederick. I just want to read something, and I'm going to get back to you. This is the Iranian Foreign Minister, Mohammad Javad Zarif, has tweeted this, saying, a sad day, preliminary conclusions of internal investigation by armed forces, human error at time of crisis caused by U.S. adventurism led to disaster. Our profound regrets, apologies and condolences to our people, to the families of all victims, and to other affected nations.